Welcome to part 12 of the Lego City Undercover playthrough. Remember this guy?
No.
Oh, he was the one in one of the previous parts that we escorted in a limousine, and we had to drive him over to the opera.
Stop him!
You guys remember that now?
You think we weren't paying attention?
Probably.
I mean, when are we ever paying attention to what's going on?
I know, right? Exactly. Yeah. Well, it was around the part where we were driving the limousine around. I forgot when that was. But yeah, basically this guy, his name is Forrest Blackwell, and he's the richest person in Lego City. So he's
okay.
So he's actually.
Why does that matter?
It'll matter. Don't worry. Because like he's kind of important with the story. It's like he's being held hostage as prisoner right now to these he'll say it later, these environmental terrorists. That's his words, not mine. So he's being held captive for that, and pretty much the whole scandal around him happened in between games. And so, like, part of this game is trying to deal with some of the repercussions surrounding his scandal. It's like, it'll explain earlier, but we may not be paying attention to it. Like...
We never are.
I know, exactly. So, like, a little shortly after McCain left Lego City 2 years ago, Blackwell tried to create the rural part of Lego City into like basically a shopping mall center, but then the city was like, no, you're not going to deforest our forests in the rural area right now because it'll actually do some biohazardly there's some biohazardly waste with all that'll seep into the Lego City dam. And so Blackwell was not very happy with it because he didn't fucking care. And so yeah, he's kind of in the hot water with these environmental terrorists, and that'll be a recurring thing. But, like, he's just an important character in the story altogether because of that. It's not revealed now what his scandal is. It'll be a bit later, not via himself, mostly, just
probably like, by the environmental terrorist himself, most likely.
Well, like, just the surrounding gang members, because like our bosses kind of mention it because they're wondering, like, have you been asleep for the past 2 years, Chase? What have you been doing this entire time? I don't know.
Getting off.
Exactly. I was in prison this entire time, you see, because I'm a bad guy.
It's like the Avatar who just vanished when the world needed him most.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Look, an awning. If this was an action movie, someone would fall onto that.
What?
Damn. Wasted.
And that's the end of the game.
Wow, that really smarts. Could my day get any worse?
Yes. The answer to that is yes, gang.
Merciful heavens above! Help at last! Arrest these men!
Get it!
Oh boy.
God damn, what the fuck? A bunch of twin brothers.
Oh god damn it, I forgot I did that. I jumped off the wrong part of the building, and I really hated myself for that. Because... See, I wanted to jump off of that awning. I jumped off the wrong one, then I had to make the entire parkour trek up the building again.
Hey, you have to go back all the way up there again.
I did. I had to make that entire thing over again.
Damn.
Yeah, I hated that. I did that so much. I forgot I made that edit. Yeah.
Ha! He won't soon forget that.
But yeah, that was so annoying. It's like it was like one of the side quests of this open world game is basically doing all these parkour runs. There's one in every county within the city.
So we ought to leave here at once. My car should still
So yeah, you'll unlock like they're called free runs, and so you just have to activate them. They're basically time trials through parkour platforming.
I should feel a lot safer at the police station. Would you mind driving me?
Every county, like every side quest in this game has like a set number of things to do within every county. Like some counties will have like 2 time trials with vehicles. Some might have 0. Like some of the smaller counties won't have like anything to do, just like maybe the bare minimum, and then some will have a lot.
Chase McCain. Well, what a tiny world we live in.
And now we're driving Forrest Blackwell all the way to the police station because we gotta put him into witness protection now because of these environmental terrorists. This is his car, by the way, if you're wondering why it's so fancy.
Oh, no. Some of us have a far clearer view of those events, unmuddied by speed. Such a pity Rex got out again.
And right now he's just talking with us for the sake of conversation.
Yeah, basically saying.
Yeah. So, who were those men back there?
Environmental
Yeah.
activists.
Environmental activists, they said. Yeah.
You said terrorists.
Why don't they like you?
Like Final Fantasy VII is on the brain gang. I want to play it like so badly. Because the premise of that one, just like how you start off Final Fantasy VII, is like you're a former government agent, but then you decide to join the ragtag bunch of terrorists, and they're technically environmental terrorists. I don't know if the plot goes anywhere with that beyond that, because I haven't played through the whole thing.
So
But yeah. Huh.
So you are you gonna plan to play the remake Final Fantasy VII then?
Oh, I wish I had a console strong enough to do that.
You tried to get one once.
I tried
failed.
one. I tried so hard. Actually, this is a good question to ask, because like I noticed you started streaming Halo Infinite, Josh. So does that mean you just got an X series?
No, that's also on the Xbox One. No, the previous gen as well.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. He has a PS5 as well, so you know.
Well, I know he has a PS5 because I was over at his place, my guy. I just didn't know that Halo Infinite was also coming out for the X1. I just thought that would be an X series exclusive.
Yeah, no, it's for I mean, you can play it obviously on like the Series X. You can get like the really good like graphics and loading and stuff obviously when the game comes out, but it is also on the regular Xbox One.
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. What we found out is that all the Xbox Series X's is a overall upgrade, but no like real new thing. And honestly, that's what most consoles are, but still. Like you're able to play basically almost like any game from like Xbox One on the Xbox Series X, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, via like because they decided to do backwards compatibility with that console.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I repeat, might.
So like
Need your help.
yeah, but like are there any X series exclusives as of right now?
No.
Really?
I'm stuck in here.
Because I thought for sure Halo Infinite was going to be an X series exclusive.
catches you?
That won't happen.
Well, I mean, okay. Here's the thing. It was like
Hey, who's
it could be a good selling point to like get them to buy the X series, but I mean, a bunch of people not only already bought it, but they'll just be losing money for not allowing like people from the previous gen to buy as well.
Junkyard, and I'm gonna need backup to get her out.
It's all about money, my guy. Like, how many people have a Series X right now? How many people do you think have a Series X right now?
Not a lot of people, and I really think that's because I wanted to ask
We
this.
need to get into the
Well, like
why,
I wanted
but-
to I wanted to ask like which console should I get first, either an X series or a PS5, because I'm really
it all
struggling right now.
depends. Are you gonna play like you just?
Hey,
thing.
let me finish. Hold on, let me finish. Either an X series or a PS5. Just skipping over an X1 and PS4, or if I should just go for the X1 and PS4 because of the microchip shortage right now. Because not a lot of PS5 or X series are actually selling that well because of the microchip shortage, and that's why they're really expensive. Yeah, so that's why I wondered if I should just wait longer for a PS5 and an X series, or if I should just go out of the way to get an X1 and PS4
I mean,
right
Best Buy
now.
is selling restock their PS5 and Xbox Series X like recently, at least in some locations.
Yeah, in some locations.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like our urbanized city is not one of those locations. So, do you think I should just buy an X1 and PS4 now because like they're selling for about 150 to 250 on eBay right now, and I really don't see any incentive to get a PS5 and X series as of right now because of the lack of exclusives.
You can easily wait out a little bit longer. Just get like the next upgrade. I mean, it depends. Like,
Do we ever?
I don't know. If you can, you only wait this long. Wait a little bit longer wouldn't really be
They belong to our friend Huggy.
that much.
There's no sense of personal space.
That much of a pain with it.
Let's go rescue this girl. Come on!
Especially that there, as of right now, there doesn't seem to be any PS5 or X series exclusives.
There's PS5 exclusives.
I mean, like, I literally told Cameron this. If I were, the only thing that gets me to want to buy the PS5 is the Spider-Man game. Nothing else. Because if I'm actually gotta play like the consoles,
I guess the softly.
I would probably buy an Xbox Series X because that's where all my friends are on the Xbox that I actually play with.
Yeah.
And then honestly, that's. And not only that, like, since I'm able to play every game I bought from the like Xbox One, I'm like, I waste so much of money on the Xbox One, and I'm able to keep all that progress on the Xbox Series X. It's very enticing to just continue with Xbox.
Yeah,
I'm for how I see it. I feel like long term, getting the Xbox, the new Xbox would probably be better and stuff like that. Because I mean, it has
long term
stuff is like the regular Xbox One, but it probably will also eventually get to the point where like, well, everyone's just gonna have this probably. But if you want something a bit more immediate, I definitely say go with like the PS5, like what I did, because there are PS5 exclusives like the new Demon Souls and stuff like that. So
I have no idea what happened
you fucking
there.
just went Ultra Instinct.
I went Ultra Instinct and Matrix. I have no idea what the hell happened right there. But,
but yeah, like if it's more like it depends on how you like to play it. If you like play it alone, not say PS5. At least currently, if I want to play alone, PS5. But since I like to play with friends, I lean more to like the Xbox Series X, since I have more friends playing with the Xbox.
That generator.
yeah, and I don't know, because like I think I can safely say like the majority of my friend circle is more Team Xbox than PlayStation.
Well, mostly just because I think pretty sure when we got the Xbox, it wasn't even mostly a choice. It was just because that's what our parents gave us.
Yeah. So, but your parents are Team
it was
Xbox.
mostly Team
then.
Xbox. It was mostly Team Xbox.
Yeah. So like they're like the
No wonder it's in a
whole
scrap
parental
yard.
factors, not making your own choices back for early childhood. So you just kind of like evolved with that, basically. So that's why you're like Team Xbox. All of y'all are. Okay, and like I don't know if it's just me or like my observation of not owning like the latest Xbox, because I still have my I'm like touching my 360 right now. Do y'all sort of like treat it as a secondary PC, as in you can get all the multi-console games on you choose to get the multi-console games on your Xbox
That gate open.
because of the lack of exclusives? Does that make sense?
I like if it's multi-console, I know what you mean. Like if you're able to get on the Xbox One, PC, or PS, or like the PS4, we get it on the Xbox. I kind of say so, just because of like how easy it is to like, start up. It's just like it's literally just meant for convenience. Comms which is made for convenience.
I mean, I think for me, it mostly kind of depends on if it's like something I can play with my friends. If it's something I can like do multiplayer,
Yeah, it's mostly
I'd
like
probably be
can't
on
play with my
Xbox.
friends.
But otherwise, I'd probably rather have my games on the PC, since that's arguably the strongest thing that I have.
I see.
I say your PS5 is kind of right now so shattering your feet.
Okay, yeah, because I asked that because I just feel like, especially in recent years, that Xbox does not have its own exclusives as compared to the PlayStation right now, and so like the ones that are multi-consoles purposes, like there's no incentive to actually buy an Xbox if there's no compelling exclusive to get it, and especially if all the multi-console stuff are on a console.
Again,
you most likely own.
like what I said, like most of my friends go with like Team Xbox.
Yeah.
That's where they hang out. So that's a motivation. Unless like they suddenly stick to PS5, then I mostly probably gotta stick with Xbox. I also have myself a PC. So so there's like really no incentive for me to like switch to PS5 at all. Like other than like Spider-Man. That's literally it. Yeah, I don't think like that's enough to like just overthrow like the money I've wasted on the Xbox games I have.
Okay. Damn it. Fucking died. Okay, but that's good to know. I just kind of wondered that.
I'm surprised Cameron's still not here.
He might be in the bathroom jerking. I didn't say
If you told me he was asleep during these, I would honestly believe you.
I have not been masturbating.
What have you been doing?
Well, I've been back and forth between my laptop and my computer because my parents have been bugging me.
Okay, well, are you here now?
Yes, well, I'm fucking talking to you, moron, of course.
Oh. It kind of reminds me of the time where Alec, out of the blue, texted me saying, I can't find my phone, can you help me? Then I asked him, how are you texting me?
Could have been a laptop he was texting you from.
It was the phone number. But anyways, since
I can't find my phone, can you help me?
But Cameron, since you're Team Xbox as well, would you agree with the sentiment that a Xbox is sort of like a secondary PC because of most of its library is consistent of multi-console platforms rather than exclusives?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I always kind of wondered that from like all of y'all because we seem to be Team Xbox here over at the Gamebox.
It's just mostly because most of my homies are just on the Xbox.
Oh man, that model was a class.
I mean, technically, for a while, the only Xbox exclusive there was Halo, but now like that's getting ported over to PC. So.
Yeah, I think because Microsoft, they own Windows as well, so I guess they're trying to put all their exclusives.
I mean, it
also
just
on
gives
the
them more
laptop.
money.
Yeah, really?
Because exclusives are good, but I mean they kind of limit the amount of money the publisher makes to only those consoles.
Yeah, Nintendo. No, I'm just kidding.
I think.
I mean, Nintendo does their own. Nintendo does their own thing.
Yeah,
Nintendo's
Nintendo does their
different beast of its own.
Yeah, and I think Nintendo has that sort of legacy to
I
get
said
away.
this before, and I say it again. They sold us cardboard, and we bought it.
Yeah, it was fucking. It was damn good cardboard. Shit's high quality.
Apparently, but yeah, Nintendo's like kind of their own beast in how they do their marketing stuff. Because I think they understand how much of a dedicated fan base that they have, and they try to not fuck up from time to time.
Here's the thing. The best part about Nintendo, at least like currently, is like with the Switch, it's like portable. So like the quality doesn't matter as much as if it was like a home console.
Yeah, that's the other
portable,
thing.
like people are willing to sacrifice a bit of like performance for just mobility.
Right, yeah. And I also think that Nintendo really wants to appeal to that general audience. I suppose all three of them kind of try to appeal to the general audience, but Nintendo specifically more than others, and the fact that it's the type of... They're basically the kiddie company. They have to simplify all their games and their mechanics so that the general audience can enjoy them with a little to no effort, right?
Yeah, told my twin sisters.
Hello?
John right now is the one who's been playing more Nintendo Switch games, so I can tell you.
Like even with the Wii itself, because the Wii was like revolutionary at the time of motion control stuff. Like they actually made it work, and so like every third-party company tried to have all their
their own variations. Yeah, I remember
right.
that.
Yeah, so they did that. So they was open in that sense.
Kinect. That was a
that Kinect.
And Microsoft tried. They like, I feel like they.
So did Sony.
With the PlayStation Move, I feel like Nintendo's sort of like that kiddie company, while Xbox is the serious, and then Sony tries to appeal to both audiences. You guys would agree with that, right?
A little bit, yeah.
I guess you can kind of see that.
Yeah, Nintendo's a bit more childish in terms of who they appeal to, but I mean, most of the games are just fun. They're really just like more something you play occasionally, or like for like nostalgic, or just because you're bored and you want to do something. I think that's how I view it.
Okay. Yeah, it's like Nintendo likes to not have a lot of the M-rated stuff on their things, and that's basically all of Xbox. Then Sony tries to have like all of their
They try to sense that
They want to have both audiences basically.
they want to have
Like you could tell from like their direction of them when they try to do their Smash Bros counterpart, the PlayStation All Stars thing, like gather all of their mascots and put it into a fighting game, and you can tell from alone that the mascots kind of range from rated E 10 and up, T, and then M.
All right, just hang on.
Yeah, kind of generally a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Sackboy versus Ratchet and Clank versus Nathan Drake versus Kratos.
Exactly.
All Sony. So yeah, they try to appeal to all audiences with that aspect with their own mascots. I think the multi-platform stuff.
PC just doing its own thing because it can.
Where's Portal 3? Nowhere? Okay. Yeah.
No, you got Portal 3. It's the bridge constructor game.
Oh, okay.
Where's Half-Life 3?
Valve cannot count to 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold it.
That's the meme.
Let's make
That's
ourselves
the
scarce
meme.
before the chief shows.
I hate people who consider the bridge constructor game to be a Portal game. It's bridge constructor with Portal elements. It is not Portal 3.
For sure, yeah, no.
Promise.
I don't know if people actually legitimately consider that a thing.
I think I've heard that some people do.
Really?
I will.
Yeah.
No, that's a no on my part, gang.
Starting now?
Nice driving, Natalia.
You know, I like how most cars in this game are able to take hits like that, like they're nothing. Natalia hits it, it fucking dies.
Right. I just love how in this game, like bashing into vehicles, it just causes them to lose pieces, then freaking explode. Like jump up in the air and explode. Because in other open world games with vehicles and streets like this, you would damage your own car, like your specific, like your tail light or your front light or your like fender benders are real in those games.
Yeah, they have like bits of the car like just crunching and stuff like that.
Right, yeah, like the hood of your car just flies
I mean,
off.
they had to do something to represent the fucking car deteriorating, and they couldn't just crunch the blocks.
Yeah, I know, which is kind of funny.
Just take a hammer to him.
Oh, okay. Well, you can actually, because you have the grapple gun, and in the police disguise, you can just like target a vehicle and then just fire a bunch of grappling hooks until it explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this game.